what is the process of selling an agricultural land by NRIs? And what are the important aspects that NRIs should take care of before selling the agricultural land? Industry expert Mr. Gopal will elaborate on this now.
Point number one. Your question is with respect to an agricultural land. First of all, as foreign nationals, I'll come to non-resident Indians a little later. So agricultural land, plantations, these are all, those lands, they are all Indian resources. So it should be only explored, exploited, used by Indians only. So that is, and they don't want another East India company to accumulate the control on these resources. So this is the fair objective based on which they have made it very clear that if an agricultural land has to be transferred, resident to resident, no permission. Resident to non-resident, it is a prohibited transaction unless and otherwise permitted by Reserve Bank of India. So number one. Number two, as a non-resident, you may get as inheritance of an agricultural land. Maybe your father, your mother, your grandparents. So they were owning, say, 100 acres. And you are one of the legal heir, say, getting 30% of that share. But at the time of getting that particular share, inheritance, you are a non-resident. So the law doesn't restrict inheritance of the agricultural land by a non-resident. So as a non-resident, you can own agricultural land through inheritance. Number two. Number three, can you sell that property, agricultural land, to anybody? Answer is yes, you can sell. Now, point number four, can you sell to a non-resident? No. Again, the same restrictions will apply. So you can sell to a resident. Now, point number six, there is a specific provision for an immovable property. Immovable property includes agricultural land also. So when you sell an immovable property beyond a particular amount, that is beyond 50 lakh rupees. So beyond 50 lakh, any transaction that happens, immovable property, any transaction that happens, the buyer who is making a payment, so that means you are a seller, you are outside India, and you are selling the agricultural land to me. I'm a resident in India. The 30 acres, I am actually paying for each acre 1 crore. So 30 crore I am paying to you, which is above 50 lakhs. So then when I am making payment of 30 crore to you, I will deduct 1%, and then I have to transfer the money. But this 1% is only for a resident person. Since you are non-resident, I will not restrict with 1%. I will deduct 20%. Why 20%? Very simple. 20% is the tax rate applicable for the long-term capital gains on an immovable property. So this 1% is only for a resident. He cannot run away. He is inside India only. But you are abroad. You are selling the property. Sitting there, you are selling a property of a agricultural land in India. So therefore, as a buyer, when I am remitting the 30 crore outside India or to your NRO account or your NRE account, I have to deduct 20% and remit to your permanent account number. So out of 30 crore, 6 crore I will deduct, 24 crore only I will pay you. So this is the provision because it is taxable in India. Now, this is a provision which applicable. Now, you are the affected party. That means you are the seller. Now, as a seller, you have to come to Government of India. Officer, I am a non-resident. Property is agricultural land. As per the provision, 20% what you say. But this is not taxable because this is exempt. So, please give me an order stating what should be the minimum tax that should be deducted or nil tax. So, the application has to be filed by the non-resident, that is yourself, to the government. There is a specific provision and a form number. So, you have to file that and explain to the government that I am a non-resident, I am having the passport number, a resident, I am, how you got that property by inheritance, and this is an agricultural land, you have to give a proof that it is above 8 kilometers from the district and all those things and all. Then the officer, after having satisfied, will give an order. Yes, it is a genuine case, and we understand that this transaction is not subject to tax. So therefore, no need to deduct tax at source at 20%. All these are now online. So there is no need for any interaction with the income tax officer. You provide the documents. There may be some minor interactions you need to make because you need to explain certain things. But all these are 100% transparently monitored through the systems, and you will get the answer within a week or 10 days time.
Thanks for your detailed explanation. Are you in search of a personal guide who can remove the stress of handling your finances? Then please feel free to avail our expert consultation. And also you can attend our webinars to gain investment related insights. Both the consultation and webinar are absolutely free, and you can find the link in the below description. Please like and share, and do subscribe to Holistic Investment.